Aloha kako, aloha kakahiaka. My name is Kanani Aton, and I'm going to give you a few announcements prior to beginning the conference. Oh my gosh, we're so excited. We want to let you know that you are in the right place for the opening session of Waiwai o Kūpuna, Treasures from the Ancestors. We are set to begin in a couple of minutes, and so just wanted to let you know, consider grabbing a few breakfast items, a few healthy snacks, maybe a hot drink or your power cord if it might come in handy. We also wanted to let you know that photography and filming are in progress all day. And so your attendance at this event indicates that you consent, that you waive and release Kamehameha schools. And you might consider turning off your video camera if you would not like your image potentially captured. Also, if you might post to social media any of your experiences today, any of your wow moments, any of your epiphanies or new learnings, please consider using the hashtag AllHCBE2021. That's ALLHCBE 2021. So we can all share and see our conference experience. And we thank you so much for your understanding as audio and video are muted for the opening and keynote portion of our agenda today. This is being done to provide a more focused experience of our Wehena, our welcome, and our keynote. And so just wanted to welcome you guys with these announcements. We're so excited. We're set to begin in 1 minute. Mahalo.
Aloha mai kākou, a eku kākou I luna no kēia mahele wehena. May we please stand for this wehena portion of our aha today. I will be chanting Wao Hawaii. E oli kākou. Ka au e ka wena o ke au I ka lani e weke I ka pōpili puka e elele o ka poni kina ka uke ka he awana au I ka ala a papa la ia nei luna o ke kukulu o ka lani la o ka uia e huli alo nei ka ulu e ai Wao Ho mai la ko mala mai ka honua nei ka mauliola Wao Hawaii I ke oli no nei Mai ka pi'ina ka velo na kala, ka hiko ia I ka ike mano, ka ike ko oli umai o kikilo mai, o ka uno ia o ka pulama, apa ama ka ipu o ka ike ai, wao He mele no Hawaii wao. E nā kupuna, nā makua, nā opio, nā haumāna ho'i a kuakua mai nei I kēia kakahiaka nui. Mai ka pi'i ana mai o ka nalu I ka hiki kū, ai ka pi'i ana mai o ka nalu I ka hiki moe, ka pi'i ana mai o ka nalu I kumu kahi mā, a hiki loa aku I nā nalu e he'e I ana e kō kahelelani mā. A ke aloha nui, ke aloha loa, ke aloha pu'uwai hamama ia kākou pākahi a pau loa. Ua ike ia no ko Hawai'i, ua o Hawai'i ke olino nei mālama. Ua ho'ola ia ka ike o nā kūpuna, ka ike ku'una, ka ʻōlelo Hawai'i, e Gabby Pahinui mā, e George Hale mā, e Harry Kunihi Mitchell mā, e Larry Kimura mā, me nā me'e hou aku, he nui wale, I ho'ola mai ka ike I kēlā kene kulia I ka ahope a kula. A ino kākou nā pua, nā mamo, e noke nei kēia ho'ola ana, e imi nei ka ike. A no ka mea, ua kaulana loa ko kākou po e kūpuna I kēia ʻōlelo no e au. Ua lehu a mano ka ikena ka Hawai'i. Ai no kākou I kēia la ke imi nei I kēia ike. No pua e la wau I kēia ʻōlelo no e au, kekahi ʻōlelo no e au. Oi ho'i, hoa e ka ike he e nalu I ka hokua o ka ʻale. O ka mana'o kēia, oi ho'i, e ho'ike ia ka ike he e nalu, maluna ho'i o ka nalu. E ho'ike ia ka ike ke akamai me kana'o wao ke kanaka, ma ka ho'ohana maoli ia o ia ike. No'ono'o koke au I ka mo'olelo no la'a maumau, me ka ʻohana la'a maumau o pāka'a, kua pāka'a, a lākou me kuanu'uanu. ʻAʻale no lākou I ho'onui, I ho'onui ʻōlelo, I ha'akei, I ola ho'i ka huewai. O ka lākou hana, he ho'ike maoli I ka ike, kana'o wao o ia ʻohana. A he kuana ike, he welo ia o kākou ka Hawai'i. Ma ka hopena o kēia mo'olelo, ike ia no ko kua pāka'a ho'opuina ia e kēlā mo'i kaulana o ke awenui a ʻumi. Ua pau kona ko kua pāka'a pepehi ana ia ho'okele I puna, ho'okele I hilo, a kona ho'ola ana I kēia ali'i, kona haku ho'i o ke awenui a ʻumi. Eia na'e, ua poina kēia mo'i ia ia ma ka ʻaekai o kona mā o ko hala mā I Hawai'i mo kupuni. O kāna hana, makahi o ka waha nui ana, I ike ke ali'i nui o ka mo'i ia ia. O kāna hana, ua pili waiwai o ia me kekahi po e kānaka o Hawai'i mo kupuni. O kāna hana he heihi wa'a. I mea e sila pa'a ia ke kanaka nāna e lana kila, ua ʻai like lākou e he'e nalu, he'e ia e hā nalu, o ke kanaka mua e pai aku I uka, I ke one ho'i, oi ana ka lana kila. No leila, hei akula lākou I nā wa'a o kua pāka'a ka mua e pai aku I uka. Ki'i koke akula o ia a hopu aku I ka papahe'e nalu, a he'e aku o ia I ʻehā mau nalu. No koke au ka ho'omana'o ana I kēia mo'olelo, o ia ho'i ke mele no ka lākaua. Haia he'e iala, kanalu e ana, he ana I ka mukula, ho'i ana I ka lala. A pai akula o kua pāka'a I uka, e o ia ka lei o ka lana kila. O ia lei o ka lana kila, o ia no kaiwi o kēia po e kānaka o Hawai'i mo kupuni. No ka mea, o ke kumu pili o ia pili waiwai ana, o ia no kaiwi kanaka. Ma kēia lana kila ana o kua pāka'a I kēia hei wa'a me ka hei he nalu. Kālua ia kēia mau kānaka o Hawai'i mo kupuni. I loko o kēia kālua I ana o nā maka'ainana o kēia ali'i o Waipi'o, lohe, ku'i ka lono, a lohe kēia mo'i e noho ana I Waipi'o. Ia, Hawai'i mo kupuni. ho'omana'o aku la o ia I keia kamali'i, keia keiki li'ili'i o a'u kana nui o moloka'i nui ahina o kua paka'a. Ho'i ia ka mana, hapai ia ke kulana o ka ʻohana. Ho'i ia no ka ho'oilina a me ke kule ana o ia ʻohana. Ho'i aku o paka'a ma I Waipi'o, e lawe aku, ho'i hou I kēlā kulana kahuiwi kua mo'o no kēia alalani ali'i o Hawai'i no kupuni. Ano leila he aha ka ha'awina o kēia ia kākou. Oi ho'i, I loko no ko kākou I miloa ana I ka ʻike, ko kākou noke mau ana e a'o, mai poina kākou, a mai ho'opoina ho'i I kēia kuana ʻike o nā kupuna. Oi ho'i, hoa e ka ʻike o ka nalu I ka hokua o Nā'ale. A o ka mana'o, e ho'ike kākou I ko kākou akamai a me ka na'auao ma ka ho'ohana maoli I ka ʻike. ʻAʻale no e wahanui, ʻaʻole no e alala ka huewai, ʻaʻale no e ho'onui aku, a no ka mea he kuana ʻike a he welo ia e ho'ike ma ka hana. Ano leila, I mana'o e pani ai kēia, a oi ho'i. Aia no nā nalu nui ka po'ina kai, aia no nā nalu nui ka po'ina kai. Ano leila e nā kupuna nā makua nā opi o nā haumana ho'i. E lawe I ka ʻike a e mālama a e oi mau ka na'auao. E ino na'e, pi'i mai ka nalu, e he e nalu kākou. No leila I mahele, e pani kākou I kia mahele haʻiʻōlelo nei me ka leo pule a e ho'omalu kākou. E ke akua mana alo I loko o ka lani, ke akua nāna mai ka lani a me ka honua a me nā mea apau e piha ai. Mahalo aku mākou ia ʻoe kēia la, e hui ai, e akua mai ai ma kēia ʻene hana nei. E a'o ai, e ho'oili aku, ho'oili mai, a'o aku mai I ka ʻike o nā kupuna aloha o mākou, nā kupuna au a makana mai ai kēia honua. Mahalo aku mākou ia ʻoe ke akua mana loa, no ko lākou noho ana mai kēia ʻaina, no ko lākou waiho ana mai kēia mau hoʻoilina o ka ʻike, ka na'auao, I ola nā pua, I ola nā pulapula o kēia ʻaina. O oipu me mākou I kēia la, I holopono ka ʻenehana, I holopono nā hoʻike, hoʻopuna ana mai kou aloha kou palekana, kou aho nui, a maluna o mākou I apu pono ia ka ʻike, ka apono ho'i, nā mea apau e pono ai. A no ka mea nāu I ki pai mai ai ke alahele I mua o mākou, a nau no e alakaʻi mai ia mākou I kēia ala. E waele aku I nā alaina nahihia, oki hoʻoka'awale aku, I kūpono ka makuhana ma nā ʻano apau. A ino mākou e pule aku nei ia ʻoe ke leo pule, e pule pu'alu ho'i mākou I ka pule, lana kila, makokau a pule. Ke ho'omaikaʻi aku nei mākou iā ʻoe e Iehova ko mākou akua, a me Iesu ko mākou ho'ola, a me ka ʻuhane he molele ko mākou kokua. Amene, amene, amene. Mahalo.
Ui, kakahiaka no kākou e kalahui aloha o au o ʻAwapuhimele, puakaʻie hamakua Napoleon, he puakukui wau na molokaʻi nui ahina, molokaʻi pule o molokaʻi ʻaina momona, molokaʻi kai poʻoloʻoloʻu. Aloha kākou. Before we close in Pule, Nāhulu and I want to send a leo mahalo to the coordinators of this fabulous event for honoring us with the special kuleana of starting the day off. Mahalo ya'u ko. As I prepared and thought about the mana'o nui for today, ka Waiwai no nā Kūpuna, I couldn't help but think about my own Kūpuna. And I want to share a little bit about them with you. And while I do, I want you to think about the person or the people, whether it be kupuna, makua, kumu, hoa, haumana, keiki, that got you started in this great work of teaching and learning empowering, and ultimately uplifting our lahui. The kupuna I want to share a little about this morning are my grandmothers, Luana Elizabeth Akana Palapala Hamakua and Judith Keonauna Flores Napoleon. My grandmothers were always active in the Molokaʻi community and beyond. They were advocates for Native Hawaiian education, the ability to perpetuate our cultural practices, and the right to access and malama sacred sites. They're the example. They left the example for me. They're the foundation that I stand on and the reason why I do the work that I do, especially when it gets hard, because we all know it's not always easy. And they're what brings me here today. So I hope that you're able to think of those people that started that fire in you, the reason why you're here today with us, sitting in front of your computer, looking at me. Because today is not just a conference, it's a celebration. It's a celebration of the great work that we are collectively doing in our communities, all with that thought of uplifting our lahui. So with that manao, please join me in mele. And you guys already saw it a little earlier. Song written by the fabulous and Hakumele extraordinaire Wehena, and recorded and made popular by the amazingly talented Josh Tatofi. So join me and channel your inner Josh and sing this song with me. Okay, for the lahui. Evelo maolo aku uhai aloha ikanu uo ka levala nila ai maluhi ano na kawakau e o Hawaii ku ai na aloha e ku olahui e vivo ole ku kanaka e oni pa'amau ua mau ke eo ka aina I ka pono ua mau ke eo ka aina I ka pono Evelo maolo aku uhai aloha ikanu uo ka levala nila ai maluhi ano na kawakau e o Hawaii ku ai na aloha e ku olahui e vivo ole ku kanaka e oni pa'amau ua mau ke eo ka aina I ka pono ua mau ke eo ka aina I ka pono. Last time, no na Kūpuna. Evelo maolo aku uhai aloha ikanu uo ka levala nila ai maluhi ano na kawakau e o Hawaii ku ai na aloha e ku olahui e vivo ole ku kanaka e oni pa'amau ua mau ke eo ka aina I ka pono ua mau ke eo ka aina I ka pono ua mau Ua mau ke eo ka aina I ka pono. Ua mau ke eo ka aina I ka pono. Mahalo kākou, I lau me kaʻi, turning it over to Waiʻaleʻale.
Aloha na au makua, na akua, na Kūpuna, na ohana me hoaloha. Velina mai kākou. Welcome, welcome to Ka Waiwai no Nā Kūpuna, Treasures from Our Ancestors, a Hawaiian culture-based education virtual conference for all. You are among 2,000 participants from across our honua today. And while over half of you are kumu and haumana, we also welcome makua and Kūpuna who have joined us. We welcome you as you participate from your yards, your porch, your living room, maybe your kitchen table, maybe your classroom, bedroom, the park, wherever you may be. So even though COVID-19 has changed so many aspects of our lives, it is only solidified, in fact, further galvanized why Hawaiian culture-based education is for all. The inherent values and foundation in the Waiwai of our Kūpuna, both seen and unseen, and the shared kuleana in demanding that our well-being of our community is a priority, and it continues to give us resilience through and beyond this pandemic. And this is what makes Hawaiian culture-based education good for all. We apply, expand, and build upon our Ike Kūpuna and shared kuleana in this contemporary context as we adapt to the tremendous change, disruption, innovation, and creativity, and the exponential integration of technology in our daily lives. And this virtual conference is a prime example of that. It has brought together over 2,000 people from across the world. This isn't something that we could normally do in person. You will hear from innovators, educators, leaders in our Hawaiian culture-based education community. You will hear and learn about the tools and practices and approaches that they use. You will gain online access to Hawaiian culture-based education resources, participate in virtual huaka'i, hands-on workshops, presentations, lectures, plenaries. You will also hear from amazing keynote speakers today. And don't worry if you don't get a chance to be in every session. They will all be recorded, as Kanani mentioned earlier, and you'll be able to access them later. Now, the results of Hawaiian culture-based education is undeniable. And I speak to you today, not just as an educator and a supporter of Hawaiian culture-based education, but as a community member, as a practitioner, and as a makua of 3 keiki that are raising her children in Hawaiian culture-based education. Contrary to popular belief, Western academic rigor is the floor, not the standard for Hawaiian culture-based education. We have high expectations of our haumana, and when given the right tools and opportunities, they can succeed. They will move on in their lives to be educators, farmers, politicians, scientists, directors, community organizers, doctors, CEOs. My point here is that the opportunities they have in their future is unlimited when they have their foundation of Hawaiian culture-based education, guided by their kupuna and with a commitment to their community. And this is what makes Hawaiian culture-based education good for all. And we need this more than ever today. So I know you will leave today feeling energized and excited about what you hear, but I also hope that you take the time to expand your community in this online setting with over 2,000 people that are joining you today, and you get a chance to know them as best as you can as you're in these sessions, and keep those connections going throughout the day and beyond the conference. So again, I welcome you and mahalo for joining us today, and may you draw upon the waiwai of your kupuna as you experience today's conference. Aloha.
Mahalo nui e Wai'ale'ale for that lovely welcome to our conference for all. O Kanani Aton ko uinoa, no wahiwa maiau, no hoau I hilo I yuka I kau mana, kahi kau lana o ka ua kanile hua. My name is Kanani Aton, and I I was born and raised in Wahiawa, Oahu. I live in Hilo in the uplands of Kaumana, the place that's famously known for the sound of rain pattering upon the lehua blossoms. Long have I delved into the practice of Hawaiian culture-based education, or HCBE. I lived it in Waipio Valley, danced it in ancient and modern hulas, chanted it in very old and newly composed mele and oli, and taught it to teachers and students for decades. It really is an honor and a privilege to spend today with you as your host in these large group sessions. One of the main hopes for this conference is all Hawaiian cultural values, practices, and ike, or knowledge, that our keynotes, presenters, and chefs hold within them is passed into your educational practice, the social services that you provide, the ohana caregiving you're actively engaged in. All of this valuable and precious knowledge truly are Hawaii's most precious resources and make Hawaii truly unique.